cell wall is a rigid layer of non-living material known as cellulose that surrounds the cell of plants and some other organisms. The cells of animals, in contrast, do not have cell walls. A plant cell wall helps protect and support the cell. The cell wall is made mostly of strong material, as I said previously, known as cellulose. Although the cell wall is tough, many materials, including water and oxygen, can pass through it easily. That's important because the cell does need those materials inside past the cell wall so it's able to carry on its normal functions. The cell membrane can be found in both plant and animal cells. It controls what substances are allowed into and out of the cell. Everything the cell needs, from food to oxygen, may enter through the membrane. However, it also keeps the cell safe from harmful materials. The cell membrane is referred to as a semi-permeable membrane. This means that only certain materials are allowed through. You can think of this kind of like a screen in a window. It allows air to come in, but it keeps the insects out. The large, round, oval structure that you see in the center of a cell is referred to as the nucleus. It acts as the brain of the cell. You could think of the nucleus as the cell's control center, which directs all of the cell's activities. The nucleus is made up of some different parts. This includes the nuclear envelope, which is the outside layer, the chromatin, which is material inside the cell, and the nucleolus, which is the center of the nucleus inside. The nuclear envelope, or nuclear membrane, is the thin outer layer that covers the nucleus. It has pores in it. It allows materials to enter and exit the nucleus. Next is the chromatin. You might wonder how the nucleus knows how to direct the cell. The answer is the chromatins. The chromatins are made up of DNA, which contain all of our genetic information. These serve as instructions for the cell, telling it how to do all of its functions. The last piece is the nucleolus. It lies in the center of the cell. The job of the nucleolus is to create the ribosomes. Ribosomes are important because they produce proteins for the cell. Next is our mitochondria. Mitochondria are known as the powerhouse of the cell because they convert energy in food molecules to energy that the cell can use and carry out its function. This happens inside the mitochondria on the cristae, or the folds. Cells that need a lot of energy will have more mitochondria in their cells. So, for example, muscle cells, such as your heart, and big muscles, like your quadriceps, will have more mitochondria than other tissues will. The endoplasmic reticulum is found in both plant and animal cells. It's made of two parts, the rough and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum can be found surrounding the nucleus. It serves as a passageway that carries proteins and other materials from one part of the cell to another. The two parts, the rough and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, look different. The rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes embedded on it, so it looks as though it's been studded and has a bumpy appearance. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, however, has no ribosomes on it, so it's smooth in comparison. Ribosomes can be found in both plant and animal cells. Their function is to create proteins that the cell can use for a variety of different things, such as creating enzymes and hormones that our body uses. Some are found attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum, while others are found free-floating in the cytoplasm. The proteins that are created by the ribosomes are released through the endoplasmic reticulum and are sent to the Golgi bodies, which will send those proteins out to their final destination. Golgi bodies are found in both plant and animal cells. They look like flattened sacs and tubes. The Golgi body can be thought of as the cell's mailroom. The Golgi body receives proteins and other newly formed material from the endoplasmic reticulum, packages them, and then distributes them to other parts of the cell. It can also release material outside of the cell. Chloroplasts are only found in plant cells. They'll always be green in color because they contain chlorophyll, which gives plants their green color. Chloroplasts capture energy from the sun and convert it into glucose through a process of photosynthesis. The cell then uses the glucose to create energy for the plant. The vacuole can be found in both the plant and animal cell. Animals have a few small vacuoles scattered throughout their cytoplasm, while plants have one central vacuole that's very large. Vacuole serves as a storage area in the cell. It can store water, food, or waste. In plant cells, it usually stores water and gives the plant cell its shape. Lysosomes are only found in animal cells. They're small round structures that contain chemicals that will break down certain materials in a cell. They can break down food so that it can be used to release energy. They can break down old cell organelles, old cells, or waste material.